Number two, wasn't sure. Today is the checking my phone. Today is the 6th of February. It's Friday. It's 4:45. It's Cracker Jack. No, it's Friday. And I really felt I let the day slip away because Flo went off to, she's gone off to visit Isabel. And she's picking up Olivier and X. And so I'm here on my own, and I had planned to go for a walk and stuff and listen to some music and have some refreshment. And then I just kind of got hijacked by things. Like, I got a call from Manosque, and the girl is kind of saying that she's going to give me an appointment Monday coming, but then she's saying it's not for an IRM scan, it's for something else. And it turns out Merite had given me a prescription for I have it right here. I can't remember what it's called. A prescription for a echography. And an echography, I believe, is what they do to women that are pregnant, and it's nothing to do with an IRM scan. And I was kind of telling this woman, you know, it's weird because I have two of these things done every year, and I've been like that since 2022. And I kept asking, I said, isn't there a record of me on a computer somewhere? Can't you just check? And she said, no, and I need to contact Merite and get a proper prescription, otherwise it'll be... Then I was thinking perhaps an echography would be fine, perhaps that would be enough. But so I did that, and then I started kind of trying to figure out, you know, go to Google Translate, send an email to Merite to ask them if they could send me the proper prescription for an IRM scan. And then I was looking at my laptop, and oh yeah, I know what I was doing. I was trying to record myself for a video for I think it's called PrayPal. It's one of these I'm going to teach English sites, and you need to do a little video to introduce yourself. And I tried to do it with my Insta camera because I thought that would be better than the webcam. And as I introduced myself, hi, my name's Eddie. I'm a native English speaker. I've lived in England for a long time, and now I'm in France, and I know what it's like to learn a language. And it sounded fucking shit, just rambling and not being able to look at the camera. And when I looked at the playback on my laptop, I thought this wonderful camera would do me justice, and I really noticed my eye, how it just looks weird. So that took lots of time because I had to try and download it onto the laptop, and to do that I thought I could just plug in the camera, but that didn't work. I had to find the adapter for the micro SD card. And then I looked at I did about 5 different takes, and they were all crap. So I just deleted them all. And then after that, I started going into OBS because I thought, I'm going to do a chess game. But the chess game, I had a picture of a girl on it because sometimes it's nice to pretend you're a girl talking when you're playing guys at chess. But because it's a YouTube channel, I wanted to get rid of the picture of the girl, and so that seemed to be complicated. And then I played some chess and I couldn't get the sound to work. And anyway, I eventually did a chess game. I won one, I drew another, and I uploaded one with a thumbnail of a chessboard with, oh my god! This is what you have to do now to try and get noticed. You have to do thumbnails where you say something like, it's about to explode! You know, or something. You can't do, hi, I'm playing chess, can you watch my video? It doesn't work. But the point I'm making in a very long way, that's taken me 5 minutes, is that now it's 4:45 and the whole day is, it just seems to have disappeared. And something else, it's not just that the day is, because I don't mind the day slipping by if it's in a nice way, but when it slips by like this and you've been kind of busy on annoying little things and you didn't mean to be, then your mind can start focusing on, oh, what about my IRM scan? Oh, what about Merite? Will they get that? Oh, should I contact Flo again to tell her? Oh, should I upload another video? You can get so distracted that you spend the whole day just kind of very busy but not doing anything, if you know what I mean. So I've stopped everything because it is kind of my time, and I don't want to. I don't want to be distracted in a bad way doing stuff. I don't mind being distracted in a pleasant way. My refreshment cost. I went to Intermarché and I got some stuff, and it was like €2.40 or something, incredibly cheap for 6 of these alcohol-free beers. King's Brew. What else is there to vent about? Is there anything to vent about? I managed somehow to print out 2 cover letters, one for Flaunch and one for Hyper-U. And I was going to go to Manosque today to drop them off, and then I changed my mind. The French language thing, I mean the sites where you're trying to teach English, unless it's actually just talking to people, and I don't even think I could do that. It is kind of one of the worst things that I would like to do, I realize, teaching English. Because the more you think about it, and then you get people and you don't know what they're saying, and the idea is you're going to try and open the gates of the language to them, and you're going to have to send them stuff online to fill out, and you're going to have to correct their mistakes, and you're going to have to correct them every time they mispronounce something. And I'm thinking, what am I doing why am I wasting any time on this? I am never going to do that. I'd rather kind of cut my hands off. It's like, well, I don't mean that, but I mean I'd rather probably work where I'm chopping trees down. I can't think of anything as infuriating or less suited to me than teaching English. I'm just doing it because it's like, well, you speak English, so you have to do that. And Mick Manley does it, and Flo seems to think, and everybody seems to think, well, it's the next step, kind of. It's the most obvious thing to do. But I can't even get past because I'm going to probably fill out the sites, and I'm going to do just really shit videos of my introduction. I'm going to say what I can, and I'm going to leave it there. No one's going to contact me anyway, so I should just be aware of that. Not worry about it at all. I'm not as free as I wanted to be today. My mind is on the job crap and wondering how I'd feel if I did get a job somewhere. I've got my dentist coming so soon. Tuesday, today's Friday, so we're almost there, almost to the point of I don't even want to think about having my 2 front teeth taken out to clean all that up and make way for a implant and whenever. Right up to the end of this thing, I'm almost, a part of me wants to just cancel everything and just let myself be. I know I can't do that. I've had this problem with that tooth forever, and it has to end. I have to get it sorted out. I just wish it was one tooth. It's always been the thing here, you know. The guy seems adamant that you can't do one, it's going to get infected. You don't want an implant to get infected. He wants to do the other one. That's the annoying part. Anyway, that's coming. At least it'll be done, and I have to trust somebody. I have to trust the dentist. If he says the second tooth's got an abscess as well, why would he lie to me? I don't think really these guys need to make more money. They're fucking loaded. I hope. The other thing, I went to Merite on Monday, and he saw me, and he did. I kind of thought he was just gonna have a look and maybe leave me alone till the summer, and straight away it's like, yeah, I want you to have 2 more injections. That was Monday, and so yesterday I had to take a taxi to have an injection. I can still my eye's still a bit irritated. And I'm having another one in March, the 9th. Then he's gonna see what happens after that. If he says something like, yeah, I think if you have one of these every month, there's just no fucking way I'm gonna do that. And then yesterday Flo said that she'd kind of like maybe if I could go to Ireland or somewhere for a week or so she could be on her own. So I've been looking at some flights and had the idea that maybe when I see Martina and my mother in March, I could go back with them. That might be an idea. And in the midst of all this, I have to find some peace and quiet to not worry about anything. Which is difficult. I think when the tooth thing is done, maybe something, but I don't know. My default seems to be set for kind of being preoccupied or worried about something or other. If it wasn't the dentist and the eye stuff, it'd be flaunch and hyper ooh, and it'd be these god-awful fucking teaching sites where everybody has to be anything but themselves to try and sell yourself. And I just detest it all. Oh, there's a beautiful robin just outside, just on the tree. Flo put some, I think it's a robin. She put some bird, they're like a ball of stuff for birds in a little thing, and they're starting to eat it, just hanging out of the tree. And that's definitely a little robin. My eyesight is pretty crap. I think even my good eye is blurry a bit. That looks like a robin to me, though. I can see the red. Because we all try to get... between ourselves, I should say, maybe. Us introverted, nostalgic, sensitive, highly sensitive people. All we want to do is go back to that feeling of protection when we were very young, which was something we were completely unconscious of because it was just the way it was. But that's the thing about innocence. You didn't think about lots of things. You were kind of in a sense in a bubble of some kind. The feeling of nostalgia I have for the past Christmases or whatever, looking at this robin. I know some of it might be just something that goes back even further, and it's kind of it's a feeling that was there when you were 4 or something. For all I know, it might be more mysterious. And I know when I was a teenager or 12-year-old, there were worries and stuff. But somehow it was different. There were worries, yeah. The intercert and the leaving cert were... That should have been actually the lesson. Because I worried about those two things so much, and they turned out to be the most pointless things. I never really... I don't think they were ever of any consequence to me. I could have got A's and everything, or I could have got D's and everything. I don't think it would have had the slightest bit of difference on anything I did afterwards. But I worried about them. It's nice to see. It's nice to see lots of birds outside. Anyway, I'm getting to the point of kind of not knowing what to say. Is there a point to this audio tape? The day was getting away from me. Many little micro mental transactions between Merite and teaching English and getting OBS and Power Director to work and sending emails. And looking for some kind of power, maybe. Power or something that existed in the past when I was in Springfield Drive.